The Punisher was framed for killing dozens of civilians. The Avengers were sent to bring him in, except Frank Castle had already planned for all of them. See, it started when Spider-Man stormed into Avengers Tower, demanding they finally stop the Punisher, only for Tony Stark to laugh it off, saying one man with no powers wasn't worth the Avengers' time. That's when Captain America stepped in and told Tony that every single life matters. So they compromised and sent Black Widow alone to handle it. But Wolverine pulled Cap aside. "You believe in the best, Captain. Me? I believe some people deserve to die." Which is why Wolverine secretly met with Frank and warned him the Avengers were coming. Except Frank didn't run, he started preparing. Because when Black Widow tracked him across Ukraine to the Congo, Frank didn't fight her. He led her straight to a village under attack, knowing Natasha's conscience wouldn't let her ignore it. And while she saved them, he vanished. So they sent Thor next, only for Frank to do the exact same thing, leading the God of Thunder directly to a criminal base that Thor destroyed with a single hammer throw. And when Thor finally knocked Frank out, he didn't arrest him. Instead, he sat with him, offered him a drink, and told him that a warrior who lives only for war eventually loses himself, that maybe it was time to put down his weapons. Except Frank wasn't listening, because he was already thinking 3 steps ahead. That's when Captain America set the real trap, a prisoner transport carrying Rachel Cole, the woman framed alongside Frank, knowing the Punisher would come for her. And he was right, because as Spider-Man guarded the route, and Thor covered the sky, and Cap personally escorted the van, everything seemed perfect, until shots started hitting Captain America and Thor, only for them to realize the bullets were rubber, which is when Natasha appeared with 2 gang members Frank had forced to wear his skull vest as decoys. Because the woman in the van was never Rachel at all, it was Black Widow in disguise. The real Rachel was in a building nearby, where Spider-Man had been watching her, until a man in an Iron Man suit blasted Peter across the rooftop, and that man was Frank Castle. So Frank freed Rachel and escaped, which is when Tony found his stolen suit booby-trapped, and it exploded in his face. And Spider-Man finally said, "Welcome to my world, Rust Bucket." But it wasn't over, because the Punisher sent Rachel away with Wolverine's help, then turned around alone to face all of them. That's when Iron Man found him first and attacked, knocking him down hard. Except Frank released smoke, and when Tony said he didn't need sight, Frank fired repeated shots at his helmet, overwhelming every sensor. Then Thor struck, but Frank countered with Spider-Man's stolen web shooter. Then Natasha kicked him across the jaw. Then Spider-Man swung in, only for Frank to hit him with rubber rounds. Then Tony and Thor hit him together. Then Natasha cracked him one last time across the skull. And the entire team surrounded him, telling him it was over. But Frank shouted that it wasn't, until Captain America walked through the circle, looked him in the eyes, and simply said, "Stand down, soldier." And the Punisher lowered his head and quietly said, "Yes, sir." And as they locked him in an underwater prison with no escape, the Avengers finally realized the truth. Frank was never trying to win that fight. He was buying time. Because the final panel shows Rachel Cole free in the city, carrying his weapons.